In today's video, I'm sharing with you a print-on-demand product that is in high demand, especially this time of year. This product should also help you with that January slump. Right now, our sales are up here as it's December, it's Q4, and then when January comes, the holiday shopping ends, so we tend to see a slump. So we want to be adding products into our shops to make sure that we're still getting sales. Evergreen niches, but also products that sell really well this time of year. I'm going to show you how to make this product step by step so that you can get them in your shops ASAP. The product is 2025 calendars. These sell really well through print on demand and also digitally. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to do this with print on demand. Let me show you how much these are bringing in already with my EVERBEE product analytics. We're going to come over here and we're going to click down this monthly revenue. All right, so the top one is bringing in almost $6,000. It's made a total of 8,381 sales in the last 2 years. That is insane numbers. The one underneath it, pretty close, pretty similar stats here. So as you can see, this one's only been up for 1 month and it's already bringing in this amount this month. This one's only been up for 2 months. Same thing, it's doing really well. Here's another 1 monther. I love coming over here to the listing age. We can click this down and see the ones that have only been up for 1 month and they're all already making all of these 4 figures. That's just amazing. I have these shops blurred out just due to respect of these sellers, but if you want to take a deeper look on your own, you can use EVERBEE in the link in my description below. You can go try out EVERBEE for free there to see if this is something that you want to use. This is the tool that I primarily use for my Etsy businesses. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take like 10 to 15 minutes to browse the first few pages of Etsy when you type in 2025 calendar and see which types of aesthetics are selling, which types of calendars are selling. Are there different themes that are selling well? Are there different aesthetics that are selling well? Take a look at the price points. You want to take some time to study what is already working and what is already selling on the platforms so that you can apply some of these things to your own product. Now, I like to take a look at bestseller badges, popular now badges. With EVERBEE, as you can see here, you can see on all of these listings very quickly how many sales they are getting each month and some other really great stats to help you see which ones are selling the most now. So you just want to kind of prep your brain before you even sit down to make your own. So you might have a really great idea in mind that you think will sell really well. However, business is about serving others, so see what's already working and selling well on the platform, and definitely you want to apply those things to your own designs. My best advice for this is to figure out a niche and aesthetic that you want to combine together. You want to be able to stand out among other Etsy sellers. So I wouldn't just put up like a plain minimalist calendar. Let's say we're using minimalist as the aesthetic. I don't think that that would go really well. I think the ones that are going to go really well are the ones that are niched down, paired with a certain kind of aesthetic. So I saw some travel calendars in my research where it had many different travel locations. And as most of you know, I live in Greece. So I think I'm going to go the Greek route and make a Greece calendar. And the aesthetic that I'm going to apply is watercolor. I think that it would look really pretty to have some watercolor Greece landscaped pictures in a 2025 calendar. I'm about to make your life so much easier. If you haven't heard of Creative Fabrica yet, here we are. This site offers hundreds of thousands of graphics that can be used print on demand products. So I came to Creative Fabrica and I just typed in Greece, and here are some things that are showing up for me. So I'm gonna take a look to see which ones I think would be best in a calendar. I like this one because, like I said, I wanted to pair it with watercolor, so that's perfect. perfect, and there's more than one. Ideally, it'll be great if there's 12, so I can have one for each month out of the year. So let's click in here. Okay, this is literally perfect. Thank you, universe. There are actually 12 here. So, wow, that's amazing. I'm gonna click download here. As you can see, commercial and full POD usage allowed. By the way, in my description below, I have 10 free downloads to Creative Fabrica if you want to give this site a try. If you're new to print on demand altogether, you're in the right place, because in my description below, I have my free print on demand to freedom course that's going to hold your hand through the entire process, help you sign up on Etsy, sign up on Printify, sync the two together, and get your first listings up in your shop today. And now I'm gonna come into Printify, and I'm gonna come to catalog, and we're just gonna search calendars. Let's see. This one, the desktop calendar. Now these are all great. There were some selling on Etsy that were wall calendars. There were some selling that were desktop calendars. So you can choose which one you would like. There are many options here. There's a vertical desk calendar. That's different, but you know, take a look at the price. That's pretty pricey, so your profit margin might not be as big, which is why I like this one right here. It's only $4.59 if you're using Printify Premium. If you're not using Printify Premium, it's a little bit more expensive. I'm not exactly sure how much more. I have a link in the description below to sign up for Printify Premium. For 1 month, you get free if you use code Jenny in all caps. So you can go ahead and check that out if you want. It drastically lowers the prices of the products. But anyways, so we're in here, and I'm gonna go to start designing. Now this is really important. The print area size is these dimensions right here. So 3075 by 1571. So that you need to make sure that your design is that size so that it fits in here nicely. So what we're gonna do is we're going to come over to Canva, and I have my custom sized canvas ready up here. As you can see, it's the same dimensions that I found within Printify. I made on my canvas within Canva. So I'm gonna come over here to uploads and drag in the grease watercolor landscapes. All right, so here's my first one. As you can see, it's square, so it's not super ideal. However, we are just going to fit it in as best as we can. Let's see. That still looks pretty nice. Like, you can play around with it. I think that looks pretty. So I'm gonna pull in another one. I'm not gonna do all of them for time purposes, but I wanna show you what it will look like within Printify on the actual calendar. So I'm going to do a couple of them. Here's another one. I'm just going to make it the size of the calendar. I'm gonna flip this one around because, let me see, flip horizontal. I feel like that looks better because the date and the calendar is going to go on this side. So I feel like that looks better the way the landscape is. Pull this down a bit. All right. And I'm going to do one more. All right, super pretty. I think I'm gonna have to print this for myself. Okay, so once you have all of your designs, then you're going to go to share and you're going to download and PNG. I always do transparent background. So here we are back in Printify. For the front cover, definitely make sure that you have the year and like a pretty picture that showcases what's going to be in the calendar. So I would have like a beautiful grease landscape and then have like, you know, 2025 on it. But we're gonna come into January because I didn't make the front cover yet, and I'm gonna come up here to upload and I'm gonna bring in one of those photos. So actually the kind of annoying thing is that the size of the print is for this whole box, but the dates would be covering that up. Like if I pull this out, the dates would be covering up. So there's two options we could do. I can leave it like this and center it, and then I can come over to here and I can change the background color. So maybe something like that. Or I can cut off more of this photo. I could just do something like that. Or I can delete this and bring in the original photo that was square, the one that I downloaded from Creative Fabrica, and I can either center it so that I have the blue frame on the outside, Or I can make this bigger and just cut off some of the photo. Yeah, I kind of like it like that better. Then I would come to February and bring in my next photo. Now take a look over here. If you want a border, then you're going to drag this over a little bit and see the blue here. But be very careful, every page should match. So I'm gonna make sure that my picture goes all the way through the edge here. Let's double check with January. January is, I did it okay. So double check all the edges around here. So we have January, February, and I'm gonna do March. And then I'm gonna show you a preview of what this looks like. You wanna make sure it's centered. Take your time with it to make sure that it looks good. And I'm double checking that it's going to the edges. So now I have January, February, and March. Let's take a look at a preview of what this will look like. So remember, for the front side too, I wanted to go over this. You can get some ideas by going back to Etsy and seeing what other people are doing. So Ugly Medieval Cats 2025. 12-month calendar. So that's what the front of their calendar looks like. It's saying what the calendar is about. Then there's some like this one right here where it's just a graphic and it only has the year on it, 2025. Ghost Doing Things 2025 calendar. As you can see, this ghost one and this Ugly Medieval Cat one, and then this cat one, they're eating sushi. These are very niched down, and that's what people like about calendars. They're oftentimes funny, and like just definitely different types of niches are what's going to help you do well selling these calendars. Let's see. This is really cool. A 2025 bucket list calendar. This is kind of where I got my inspo. So this is 2025 travel calendar. So I might, for my cover, put 2025 Greece calendar, or like Greece watercolor calendar, or 2025 Greece landscape calendar. Every idea that I come up with is from doing my research and seeing what other sellers are doing. There's no need to recreate the wheel when we have all of these examples here that we can apply to our own products. So let's go back in here. Here is the example right now. The other ones are blank because I didn't upload all of the photos yet, but it looks so nice, guys. January, February, March. That looks absolutely beautiful. So let's pretend that I have all of these filled out. They even have an example of one on a desk, which could be used as a mock-up in your Etsy shop. If I had the May picture in there, it would be shown there. So then I would go here to save product. All right, so then you would fill out the listing details, make sure that you're using all of the characters in your titles and the 13 tags, and then you would go ahead and publish this to your Etsy shop. You can get a really good profit margin by selling these calendars also, because on Etsy, a lot of the sellers on that first page that we were just looking at were selling their calendars for $26, $28, $29. And if you're using Printify Premium, it says that it's $4.59 for the calendar and $6.19 to ship. So for less than $11, you are selling this desktop calendar, and you're getting a pretty high profit margin if you're selling it for, let's say, like $26.99 or $28.99. And as I showed you earlier, some of those listings have only been up for a month and they're already making a couple $1,000s. And a lot of people haven't even begun to think about January yet because everybody's thinking about the holidays. They're busy gift buying for everyone and preparing for holiday parties, that their mind isn't on the new year yet. These sales tend to peak the very end of December and, literally on January 1st. And then sometimes there's late buyers that buy these in February. Sometimes there's people that don't realize till spring that they need a new calendar and they're gonna buy it in spring. So don't think that you're gonna put this up and it only has 1 month to sell. These have the possibility of selling all year round. And if you have one that does really well this year, you can still sell it next year, but update it to be 2026. Also, if you don't want to do it through print on demand, there's a big market for digital planners. So people are buying planners that can go on their iPad iPads or their phones. So you can easily make these in Canva as well. And just like print on demand, you make it one time, but it has the potential to sell over and over again. And with both of these models, selling digitally or print on demand, you're not touching a physical product. So it's just really an amazing thing that can truly change your life. I'm going to be putting out more videos very, very soon to help you prepare your Etsy shops so that you don't have to worry about the January slump. We're gonna be talking about products, niches, and aesthetics, and trends, and events, all the good stuff that's going to help you still make sales in the slower months of the year. So if you haven't yet, subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of this information. Thanks for being here. Happy holidays. I'll see you in the next video.